Hey y'all, so I am sorry it's been so long. I know it's been like a few weeks since I've made a video and my dog is barking. Chasing a cat. Anyway, so I know it's been a few weeks since I've made a video or so, but there's actually a reason why, and it's kind of a funny story. I am going to use a prop actually to describe this. So, I was on my jet ski, not this one, like the real one, and there was this wave that came up, and like, I need a place to set y'all down, because this is not going to work. And I'm using my phone right now. There's a reason why. Hold up. Perfect. Okay, so I was on the ski, and there was a boat that came by. And like, so the boat was coming this way, and I was like this, and it had its wake, and this was like a mastercraft, so like the wake is epically awesome. And so like the boat's coming by, and it's got like this huge wake coming up, and it was actually just like a perfect crest. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that boat first off. So anyway, so it's going by, and I'm coming up like this, and so I gun it at the end, and I jump this wake, and I kid you not, like the bottom of the ski, like the back, is seriously, like no joke, 8 feet out of the water. I'm like up like this, and the whole ski is just like this way, and I'm just like leaning on, like, Arr! And I'm like trying to hold on, and then it starts falling. It was awesome. It was epic. And my dad was actually riding with me on the other ski, so like he was able to see it all, and he was like, he confirmed it was like at least 7 or 8 feet out of the water. I mean, it was seriously the biggest jump I've ever done on this wake. It was just ridiculous, awesome, and I got it on film. Like the GoPro was mounted. Actually, I had the chest mount on, and so it's like looking out from like this direction, you know, like if you were standing like right there, just looking out. And so like I made this wake, and I came down. And whenever the ski came down, it actually landed like this, and my whole body went sideways. And so, like, I actually almost fell off. Part of my leg was, like, dangling off. But the problem is that the chest mount was on my chest, and I came down, and I landed, like, dead on it. And so the 1 in 100 chance that the handlebars hit my chest mount, which hit my camera, which knocked my camera right off. And I didn't have the flip back on, because if you've ever used the chest mount, you know you probably can't use the chest mount and the float back, because then like the camera is facing downward, and you can't put it straight out because like the float back is in the way. So the camera fell in the river, and my camera's gone. Yeah, I lost my first GoPro. And it was during like the most epic jump I've ever done. It was so awesome, but I had so much footage, like so much footage on that GoPro. I mean, I was upset about losing the camera, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I was doubly upset. I had like 3 weeks worth of footage that I was going to start editing and uploading. And so it's all gone, all of my footage, and so is my GoPro. It was a Hero 3 Plus Silver. So, I mean, it was nice, but, like, now compared to the 4s, like, it was kind of older. Anyway, I have good news. So, now, I am using this guy. I just got it. The Hero 4 Silver. And this is awesome. Like, this is so much better than the 3 Plus. First off, let's look at its display. So, if you haven't used a GoPro yet, then you may not be familiar with a lot of this stuff. But obviously, most people know that the camera angle of a GoPro is actually really, really wide. It's more than just like the normal width. That's why they call it ultra wide. But this one hopefully won't give too much of a fisheye lens. And they say you can take that out, so that would be nice if I could. Anyway, so here's what I'm mostly going to be running is 1440. Because would I like to get 60 frames? Yes, but 48 is actually really nice, and that's super clear. I don't really need 4K that much. The FPS is just really low, and like most things don't even display 4K. Like most of you guys watching on the computer or on your phone or something like that, like you don't even display 4K unless you have a 4K monitor and you have a GPU that can support that. So I'm not worried about that. I'll probably will use 1080 at times though if I do want the faster FPS, but if I really want to do that, then I'm just going to use 720, so I can get 120 frames, and I can get a lot of slow motion kind of stuff. That's new. I don't know what that is. Super wide. Okay, if you know what that is, like Super View, then can you leave a comment in the down below? Because like I don't know what that means. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So camera wise, not bad at all. I'm more of a resolution kind of guy instead of just going straight by megapixels. So right there. So megapixels isn't always just, oh, it's got 12 megapixels. That's great. Well, it also has to do with resolution as well. It's two different ways. So anyway, so one of my favorite things about it, and I did open it up just to make sure everything's inside, is this right here, this touchpad. This is awesome. This is so epic. Hold on, I'm gonna actually turn it on. Okay, so this is everything it comes with. So I went ahead and took out the box. What I did was I left on, there's two different backs. Unlike the other GoPros, this is the only one that has a built-in, this is like one of the main reasons I got it, because it has this built-in display back here. It's touchscreen and it's really, really responsive. That's I love about it. A lot of people have been doing reviews like the backs that you can add, which I don't know why, but it still has this port so you can still put it back on it, I think that's what that's for. But anyway, so this one, though it has that, like it already has the screen displayed, and people are saying that the ones that you add, like the touch screen and the display screen, aren't as responsive. Like this guy, as soon as you turn it on, it kicks on. As soon as you swipe, like it'll swipe right away. It's just really good because it's, I guess, integrated into it. Not exactly sure, but anyway, it's awesome. Really responsive. This is the case, just like normal. They kept the clip the same, which is good because the old clips for just the Hero 3s, I know a lot of people, they would snap on them, that little thing that goes right there that you push to open it, like those things would snap, and they just didn't seem as strong. Plus, like, I heard for people on cold temperatures, like snow would get up in here and it would freeze because it wasn't one solid piece like it is now. So this is really cool. I like this back. This is actually, if you can see, like it moves. This is really thin right here, and I think it can go underwater. They say it works for like just a few feet underwater. I'm not sure if I want to test it fully underwater, but apparently you can still like keep a back on it, so the camera is, you know, safe inside the case, but you can still use the touchscreen, like swipe and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna try that out. Haven't done it yet. This is your regular hardback case. As you can tell, it's like a little bit thicker than this one. So this is pretty nice. I like this because obviously I'm gonna be in the water a lot. This one I like this. This is a skeleton case, which unlike the other one for the Hero 3 Plus, it had a skeleton case kind of like this, but it had a bar in the middle of it that was still used to protect it. Obviously there's a touchscreen, so this one doesn't have that, which gives it actually a little bit more open area, I guess, for audio to go through as well, or at least that's what I would imagine. So hoping this works a little better. Your standard, you know, screws, your J mount, which I didn't know this came with, so I ordered a few of these, but it came with one because I lost mine whenever it went in the river. I had it attached to this, so it was gone. So ordered some of these, but okay, I already got some. Let's see. Your standard, you know, brackets that'll let you change the direction and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Charger, that's normal. And I haven't used these yet. I have two of these that came with my original GoPro Hero 3 Plus, but I really need to. So, you know, you have a helmet mount and then a curved helmet mount. I don't know. I don't want to stick something permanently onto, like, I guess I could use this on a surfboard, but I don't want to put this on my board. I don't know. I don't know if it'd actually come off, though, without leaving resin. So, actually, yeah, leave a comment if you could, and let me know if anyone's used these, if you actually like these things. So, onto the actual camera. Let me go ahead and boot it up. Okay, so I'm on version 3 right now. I think I need to do a firmware update, because I just got this out of the box, so I don't know if it needs a firmware update. But anyway, there it is. It's the same size. And there's the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to play around with it a little bit. You swipe to the... Oops. Unlock it first. So swipe down. Okay. Swipe to the right. That brings up your settings. Or, you can bring up your settings, but you can also switch modes. So now I'm on camera mode. I'm going to go back to video. Okay, swipe up, and this brings up your video settings. Pretty awesome. You swipe this way, and it would bring up all your camera rolls, but I don't have anything on this SD card yet. And then you swipe down. Apparently it does nothing. I don't actually know. I haven't looked in the book. I don't think swiping down does anything. So yeah, so you can see I'm on 1440, and I'm going to get the max FPS out of that, which is only 48, but that's still decent. So this one I did notice they have an extra LED, so they have one on top, they have one there, but they also added one on the bottom, which the old 3 Plus did not have. And of course they have the one in the front. Oh yeah, another cool thing, so like if you want, you can turn the screen off. There's a little button right here, and it just turns it off. So if you don't want to waste battery. And then you turn it back on, it instantly turns back on. Again, it's really responsive as compared to the other ones. So I don't know, I like this camera, obviously because it's better. I would have liked to have kept mine. Oh yeah, and there's your regular slots inside there for a charger, micro SD, all that kind of stuff. So I would have liked to have kept my other camera, but I kind of lost it. So, I mean, this is all I've got. 2 would have been nice, 2 would have been better than 1, but yeah, I went ahead and just said I'm going to spend the extra money. Got the 4 silver, and it was like, I think in total I paid $400, and that's with the SD card because my best friend works at Best Buy, and so, well, I'll let you think about what happened there. So I don't want to get him like in trouble, but he kind of got it for me with his discount. So anyway, that's everything. I'll start making videos again now that I actually have a working camera, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the GoPro so that you can kind of see the difference in quality. So let's do that. Okay, so now I'm using the GoPro, so you can kind of hear the audio, you can see the video, you can see how it's kind of different. I actually have not seen it yet. I haven't recorded anything yet. This is my very first time ever recording with this camera, so we're going to see how this works. But I'm really interested actually to get back and edit this now and see how it turns out. But yeah, so here is, oh wow, I can see on the back now. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. So yeah, here is, the display. I'm going to see how well it focuses. Let's go take some shots. Okay, so I just wanted to do some close-up shots, some zoom in. I wanted to see how well the autofocus works, and also to see how well the camera stability, like it's supposed to kind of stabilize the image a little bit, because I noticed the last GoPros were really shaky. I mean, it's a small camera, so the slightest move in my wrist is actually going to shake the entire camera. I wanted to see if it kind of helps to smooth out some of those movements, stabilize it a little bit. So we're going to see how well that works. I'm testing the different backs. So right now I have the skeleton back on, and I want to see how well the audio is being affected by that. So I'm just talking like normal, nothing's changed. We're going to see. I'm about to put on this back that has the touchpad onto it, and then I'm going to switch to the full back, and we're going to see how the audio changes. Okay, so now we have the back that has the touchscreen. This was the clear one. Obviously you can see like it's completely open. So now we're going to test the audio on this one, see how well it works. I'm not going to adjust any of the audio whenever I edit this. I'm just going to leave it bass. I'm not going to edit the gain or boost it up, whatever. I'm just going to leave it bass because I want to see how well it actually records. Let's move on to the full back. Okay, so this is with the actual like full protection back on. This is the touchpad one. This is the empty one, the skeleton. And so we're going to see how well this audio changes. I'm sure it's probably muffled quite a bit. I'm going to check in the edits. Again, I'm not actually going to change the audio though, because I just want it to be just raw, and I want to see like how much it muffles it and how badly it turns out. I know with my Hero 3 Plus, like there was a lot of stuff that I'd filmed and you guys couldn't hear at all, and it really pissed me off when I would edit it, because I'm like, shoot, take the back off, and then I would have it off, and I was afraid the camera's going to get all sandy or going to get all wet or something like that. But anyway, so okay, so there is my review of the GoPro, the Hero 4, the Silver Edition. If you want, I can do a little bit more in-depth stuff. That's fine. Just leave it in the comment. I might do it just because I'm going to experiment with this. I think this is going to be awesome. I definitely like the layout of this camera better. The front screen shows a whole lot more on this little display. The back touchpad is awesome. I can edit on the go, which is pretty sweet. So if you guys are looking at possibly getting a GoPro, definitely just spend a little bit of extra money. Just get the Hero 4, which actually I was talking to my friend at Best Buy, and they don't even sell the 3 Plus anymore. Like, GoPro does not make them, is what he was telling me. They are no longer producing them. So whatever's still out there is out there, but they're not making anymore. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, so I like this camera. I'm bummed out about losing the other one. I'm really bummed out about losing the footage. I seriously had like 3 weeks of footage. That's why I haven't been uploading, because I lost it all. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to like, you can favorite, you can subscribe, you can do comments, you can do all that fun stuff. Would love to connect with y'all. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I'm editing actually right now, kind of going over some things. First off, what I noticed was the audio actually changed quite a bit, actually a little bit differently than I thought. So this that I have on it right now, this one is the fullback, and though it did muffle it, I was actually thinking it would do it a whole lot more. Secondly, the camera was still kind of shaky. I was pretty surprised about that one. The focus seemed pretty good, or at least until like it's fully rendered. I don't know, it's probably whenever I publish it and export it, it's probably going to buff out some of that a little bit, so I think it's going to go better. But I also noticed, if you see on this, like it's in 4:3, and it's not like 16:9, and that's because I was using I think 1440, and so that resolution, I didn't think about it too much, and that's more of like 4:3. Also, I did a little bit of research on this Super View. So Super View, basically, what it does is, oops, there we go. Okay, so it takes like your center, and it just basically spreads it out. So it takes the side options, and it stretches it. So your center of the image is still going to be regular, but it's going to take your corners, and it's really going to stretch them. So it'd be good for like taking a 4:3 kind of model and then stretching it out to 16:9, and I mean you can read it right there if you really want to, but I think this would be good for, I guess, if I want like a really high shot but I still want it to be spread out, so I still want it to be 16:9 instead of like 4:3, which is what I was filming in on 1440, and I didn't realize that, and I didn't I wish I hadn't have done that. I would love to redo it, but what's filmed is filmed. So I'm still impressed by this camera. I'm still happy about it, and we're gonna experiment a little bit more as time goes on. But you know, there's basically no like real comparison to not having the case on at all. Like I noticed in the audio, just if you want good audio, just don't put on a case, period. Even with the skeleton back, it still wasn't great. So yeah, that was what I found. I just wanted to kind of update that a little bit. That's why this whole video is mostly like 4:3, because I was using 1440, which I won't normally use. I'm just going to stick with 1080, keep it at that. So yeah, there you go.